Okay, again, so we are this time trying PlayStation version of Elder Scrolls Online, and there is first about character creation, and here actually we have first gender. We can select female or male character. In PC version I'm playing female, so I think if I for file try male character. Then we have Alliance. In PC I'm actually playing Covenant, and let's look what it seems that okay, there is a dagger for Covenant. Here is Breton type, then red card, orc type, and actually to use Imperial you need expansion, or it seems that you need PlayStation upgrade. Let's look what else we have here. And okay, I take the let's change trace back to Breton. Then okay, what is here? Dragon Knight. In PC version I'm playing currently sorcerer, so I want something different. Then there is Nightblade version available. Templar. This Warden also seems to need upgrade, and also Necromancer seems to need PlayStation upgrade. And okay, so these are, we can have Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Nightblade or Templar. So these are choices what we can get from basic Tamriel Unlimited. What is actually needed to begin as a PlayStation version. I still check a little bit. Okay, orc, red card, Breton. So 3 race available race choices what the basic. Then we can choose Alliance. This is mostly for PvE or PvP, player versus player. So if you not like to play PvP, then this doesn't matter. It only matters if you have friend and you want to play with your friend PvP and be in the same alliance. So I think this time I'd really okay. This also Dragon Knight, but what is it? Templar. These traveling knights call upon the powers of light and the burning sun to deal massive damage to their enemies while restoring health, magic and stamina to their allies. Maybe this is in Final Healer is sometimes the type of class what I sometimes like to take. So So okay, we have kind of healer job. And okay, now we have chose gender is chosen, alliance is selected, race is selected, and class is selected. Okay, we are ready to go forward. R1 to go forward. Here we can make more effective whether the person is thin, large or muscular, but this seems to be good to me, so I go for with this one. So then we can select height, skin color, body marking, torso, chest, gut size, waist, arm size, hand size, hip size, posterior dimensions, leg size, foot size, but maybe I go with the defaults. Head type. Maybe I keep this. This looks just good. Okay, what if we go very old? Okay, we get few more scars. And adornment. We get. Maybe I take. Hehe. I think something what was in the very beginning was very nice. I think this is one very okay, we go with this hairstyle. What we have? Long hair, short hair, and yeah, what about this? Yeah, okay, let's go with long hair. Okay, I think brown hair is more here. Okay, now it's red, light brown. I think here is seems to be brown. Okay, we take this. What we have here? Maybe marks from the past. Let's see what else there is. I think the scar was very nice, but where was it? Okay, this seems to be okay, over here. Okay, let's take this. These two seem so that it's very hard to see how they affect. Okay, so maybe I go with these choices. Maybe let's look what about if we give more age. Okay, let's take these choices. Hard to say about difference. What is different? Okay, eye color. It would be here. It's so hard to. I think zoom choice would be very nice because it's really hard to say what is the eye color at the moment. It would be very nice if it when you select eye, it would be zoomed. Yeah, okay, maybe I go with this choice. And okay, time to finish. And then the most important thing. Let's check if this is free. Aha, Isle of Palfiera is starting location. When I played with PC, my starting location was Daggerfall, Glenumbra area. So it seems that I'm starting very different.
Thank the stars.
And I actually, if you are interested, there is actually currently PlayStation Blackwood expansion. Let's see what our situation, what is happening. So we seems to be somewhere in the room. We have okay, there is nothing else, but let's talk.
There you are, on your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, all right? The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Durini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
So I'm really in different place, Isle of Balfier. So different place to start.
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daetric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Great.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me.
Because now I really need to learn PlayStation controls. I remember what are PC way to play Elder Scrolls Online, but first you need to learn PlayStation way to play game. I'm checking just character, so there are options, touchpad button, and I'll just check touchpad. Okay, with touchpad we get the map. Okay, with options button you are able to see character inventory. So let's check what our basic or starting inventory is. Press X to after selecting an item to equip or use it. Press triangle after selecting an item to view more actions that are available. So no gold, no points, 0. And we have okay, there is inventory. What about here? Okay, let's go back. What about character? No attribute points at the moment. Skills. Skill lines allow you to customize your combat style to fight the way you want. You can select abilities to learn more about the idea. Select an ability and press X to persist the ability. Abilities can be slotted in your ability bar and are fired by pressing square, triangle, circle and left one, right one. Okay. Advice abilities, but okay, we don't have. Journal, no quest. Okay, so let's continue. Just check if there are any weapons or armor lying around. Probably not.
There you are, free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Durini. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
It's order to start with the talking with the Direni character, but okay, here we go.
We're bound for a place called the Key Rights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair? Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can. The Key Rights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Balfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived. On account of all the doors, the gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, shy as El, emerged from another. I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing. Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Durrani's intelligence guild, the Cinderella. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived. The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control. Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Durrani are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Balfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites, but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us. Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. A huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble. Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Durrani's intelligence guild, the Cinderella. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
Okay, time to collect. Okay, here is the sword and shield. Or great axe. Daggers. Bow. Can we really select all, or is it fire stuff? Okay, healing stuff, because if I remember I was Templar, this will suit for me. Okay, basic inventory size is 60. And this seems to be Admeri Exile's restoration stuff. Admeri Exile restoration stuff, damage 1037. Shooting energy leaks from the cracks and walls of this age stuff. It should mend most wounds, fair enough. Okay,
larger
let's stay.
weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours.
Okay, we can open menu options. Okay, inventory. And equip. Okay.
Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
And all, okay, they disappeared. Oh, no, okay, here is it again. Can can we really take something else? Let's check, do I still have it? Okay, there is... What if I take all? Now we have bow. Okay, let's take this one also. And sword and shield. You never know what you need. Ah, there is urn. Aha, there is actually a lot of urn. And we get lockpick and... Aha, there is also a receipt. No one talking about this. I'm not qualified yet, but I can still take it. Is there anything more? I know that mission was to follow, but sometimes you just check everything. Ah, here is something interesting. Okay, maybe this one have... Okay, see, there was something. Okay, time to go. Hey, just a moment. This is armor. Let's check. Was it really armor? Aha, it goes for a face. And it gives 450 fun. It raises my armor by 451. Okay, we equipped it. Okay, now we have something to... Aha, there are more actually. Aha, it was hidden. And here also. Sometimes hidden. And in the window, very nice place. And there are actually gloves. So I actually get more armor. Let's check. Okay, there are more armor now. Okay, I got Peter's Sash Iron Girdle, so it's now 895. And in hands. Okay, now I have armor over 1000. Nice. And this is same kind of what I just found. Ah, future ring increases maximum health. So this was nice. What else is there to be found? Ah, this was empty. What else? Okay, ring. Aha, we have separate accessories part. Okay, nice. Now health is, now we have more health. And I check. So, okay, someone is waiting.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now, strike the construct. Top marks. Hit it. Impressive. Attack. Brilliant.
So okay, R2 is for attack.
Quick, strike while it's off balance.
Okay, now it's heavy attack.
Block its strike. Use your heaviest attack. Raw strength that. Keep up the defense. Strike hard.
L2 for block.
Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. Prepare yourself. Again, make ready.
L2, R2.
Now press your advantage with a heavy attack. Again, hold its attack. Swiftly now, interrupt it. When your enemy prepares an attack. Good, now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment.
LP, level up. Level 2 rewards are available. Claim now. Okay, restoration staff increased. And okay, options seems to be place to go. Okay, there are notifications. Okay, here we can actually get our daily rewards. Every 24 hours when you log into Elder Scrolls Online, you can claim free daily reward help you on your adventure. The reward calendar depicted on this screen shows you every reward you are eligible for a given month. Rewards refresh every month, so you make sure you log in every day to claim your rewards. Okay, we can get sundowns. Crown Tree Restoration Potion. We can get this one. Then there is Crown Experience Scroll. Okay, so we got the daily reward. Okay, so for level up, you will need to go first. Character sheet and okay, we have no 0 attribute points. Okay, 0 points. So what about skills? But there is, okay, there are no attribute points are 0. And if I take skills, points are 0. Okay, so what about this? Cold forgotten adventurer griefs. Okay, let's take these. Okay, if I take these I get 3500 armor. But just a moment. 2000 more armor. It's special, so it adds 700 health. Increases experience gained from kills. Okay, let's equip.
With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out. To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance. Well, it begins with a door. The first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most. I believe Shiazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight. I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Aha, there are more recipes. It's odd that your level 2 rewards are available. Claim now. But how? Okay, it was hidden very up, level up rewards. So okay, by going character sheet and then very up. When we found this one, now we get our attribute points, and then we also get skill points. So this is a little bit different way than in PC. Okay, now we have our attribute points and skill points. And because I'm Templar, I feel that I need to add to Magicka and skills. I think Grand Healing would be very nice. Can I get it? Okay, now Grand Healing is attached to the square button. Okay.
Let's be on our way. A word of warning, though. Some of the golems may wander the halls ahead. There shouldn't be many of them, but as my master used to say, prudence is victory's prophet. Sorry, he was very keen on weird proverbs. Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most. I believe Shyazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
So this wasn't anything like go to tavern and fight with the rats. Just straight away fight with the Daedric, one of the first enemies. It is good to check all these urns. Ah, there is again a ring, level 2. I need to check, is it this better? But of course we have one accessory is free. So let's check. Okay, this was level 1, so if we take... there is no power. This is just ordinary ring without any special power. This is one, okay. Good way to hide something is to place it near the window. Okay, gloves are these better ones. Okay, they are a little better.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it.
Okay. Sneak past. Press R3 to sneak. Thousand iron gauntlets. Are these better? Yeah, they are better. Okay, now we have heavy armor type. Okay, maybe. Are we able to discard? Okay, so idea is to sneak pass. This possibility to sit down. Seems to be ordinary ring. There was hidden something behind the plants. So dark.
Almost there. Let's hurry.
Okay, now it seems to be time to sprint. Okay. Now we got good chest armor. Okay, the first one seemed to be the best. But better boots. Aha, Fox Harvester achievement. So dark that it's almost impossible to see if there is something. Aha, a good way to hide something. Place on window. Oh no. Iron dagger.
Right. The entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out.
Okay, our task is to find Keyride's gallery. Okay, again, new recipe, not brown ale. Aha, now we got compass. The compass shows your current quest objectives with white arrow, or if you get lost, press touchpad. Okay, now we got our compass. I think I have better gloves. Press to change camera perspectives. Okay, arrow down and we can change perspective. Paali. Aha, first book. What is it? Okay, no, cannot use. Ah, there is empty. Ah, supper cat. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of okay, there seems to be a snake or a spear. Who is that? Okay. So it was right away battle. Okay, we got butterfly. There is Okay, there are new weapons type. Okay, I have now 45 items, so I can actually take 15, and then limit is full. So this is level 1 restoration stuff, and this actually level 2, it's better. So let's take this one. And again, new recipe. I'll check if I can learn. Okay, here we have another. Let's check if we can learn. Okay, here we have possibility to learn these recipes. So, okay, this is a recipe king called tonic. Okay, we learned it. Then the recipe mint chai. A recipe nut brown ale. A recipe red rye beer. And we actually got 3 more room space, so now it's 42. Let's check. We found helmet. Okay, we didn't have anything, so this gives us. So we will have 8,500 armor. What? There is something over here. Something is happening. Okay. Just souders. Okay, we didn't have anything, so this is our first solder armor. Okay, so we get better. And there seems to be jerking. I need to check what I have currently. What is my chest armor? There is homespun. 1200. Is this better? It's same, actually same. But okay, this must be better. Cool, Kairas. There I have this one. Chest. I only have seven places. So I think I need to go this way. Okay, it was friend. Maple Inferno stuff. Okay, this is actually for damage. Let's check map. Okay. New recipe. Let's learn it.
The Keyrights gallery is in here.
Okay, we found our goal. Surprise attack. Okay, now it started the typical inventory is full. Okay. Okay, now we can use quick slot. And okay, now this 3 restoration potion is assigned to the quick slot. But we need to leave something behind. Okay, destroy. Okay, 2 more. So need to be more selective now what I am taking. Okay, these are even better. Maybe I destroy some of these.
Well, this is upsetting.
Okay, time to go to talk.
Jeff's bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. Must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn! Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement. I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it. Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though. Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source. It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there.
what we have currently. Okay, we have 1194.
There it is, the Sky Shard.
Sky shards are scattered across the lands of Tamriel. For every 3 sky shards you collect, your character gains an extra skill point. Sky shard location. And okay.
Roll to the side.
Maybe level up. I go for magic. And we have 1 point. Those are advised. Or maybe I take for something to attack type of spells. Let's try this Sunfire. Then okay, it went to the triangle. What is our inventory situation? Okay, it's full, so it's time to destroy.
Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate.
Okay, we got the sky shard. Okay, this looks like almost like a square kind of map.
Alright, moment of truth. Focus on the sky shard aperture. With any luck, it'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate.
Okay. She was invisible.
Ha! You did it! Let's speak for a moment. I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now. Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you.
Okay, moment of the truth. I check if I have quick slot. Okay, quick slot is same like slottable items. This we can also assign. Okay, now we have to let's check forum controls. Okay, it should be if you hold down up arrow. Let's see what happens. Okay, by pressing up arrow we get quick slot. Then we can use right stick. And still I need one button. Just checking. Block ability for interrupt. Okay, I used one, so it first you need to hold. And okay, now it touch. Okay, you can select. So when you have selected from quick slot by pressing in this state up arrow, it will use the item. So this is for selection. Select and it will be on your belt, and then up arrow you can use it. So again select and up arrow to use. Okay.
There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
Yes.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me!
What is our inventory? Okay, we have 2 spaces left. There is gold and there is necklace. Increases maximum health. Okay, this is our first neck item. Oh, lot of books. Päivällä huumetyö favoris society of favorites is ID's abuse of any notion let be this. Not all Argonians looks or behave the same. People beyond the borders of Blackmars often assume that Argonian psychology is locked. With only subtle variations existing between tribes, while it is true that most Argonian seems to share a basic morphological pattern, variations both great and small exist. The Sarpanaka, Hapsleet and Palm are just few examples. For what I can ascertain, these differences correspond with habitat surrounding each tribe. Most of his elders contend that he provides the right kings at the right time. If that is true, the Riverback tribe didn't excellent job. My guide, named Orkneys, took me deep in the swamp to meet a little-known tribe called Nakades or Riverbacks. We Imperials went so far enough in the Black Marsh to meet people of the river, and the Nakades see little benefit in the travel beyond the boundaries of their roots. For that reason, most perceive them as secretive and mysterious tribe. This misconception is although amusing by the Riverbacks found less hospitably. We approached Riverbacks territory via ferry boats. Our expedition encountered tribal sentries almost immediately. They floated to the surface of the water like turtles of crocodiles. I was struck by the wildness of their faces, the largeness of their eyes and broad webs adorning their forearms and throats. The hist clearly provided the right skin for the locale. Riverback territory is more water than land. A drowned man Mars navigable by small rafts can use and little else. Names the Orchid greeted them with a series of low croaks. They cheerfully repeated the song before lifting themselves on our boat. Neither of the sentries seemed familiar with the crocodile, so our guide had to interpret. She told us that the riverbud demanded tribute in the form of riddle before they could grant passage. I detected no threat behind the demand. It seemed like more of an invitation than an order. I have no talent for wordplay, but I said a children's riddle about the door knobs that practically every Imperial knows. As soon as named the Orchid translated it, the two sentries clapped their hands. One of them pressed his forehead to mine, croaked twice, then both vanished in the air into the water as suddenly as they appeared. We went 4 days among the riverbanks, but all but one of them on the rafts fishing. Riverbank fishing resembles traditional fishing in the name only. Rather than hook and line, Nakades use a large river fish called Osea scars. Each Osea is secured by strange, harmless and brittle. When Arconians find an abundant fishing spot, they release the predatory curs and let them snatch up the fish. As soon as Osea bites a fish, the Arconians pull their pets to the side of the boat and claim the fish for themselves. I asked names the Orchids how it works. Apparently the brittle prevents the car from swallowing. She assured me that the Orchids are well cared for, though until they grow too old, of course, whereupon they are to eaten. Our time with riverbacks was not without frustration. Of the Arconians I have met in Dakaris were by far the least curious. Other than riddles, they had no appetite for anything we brought. They refused our food, took no particular interest in our tales, and didn't even ask for our names. That is the interest combined with their boundless hospitality made most of the expedition uncomfortable. Names of Orchids shielded us for thinking kindness demands reciprocity. As always, even these small disappointments teach us valuable lessons. So okay, even if it's this large, there is actually one book. May disaster turn away. The ground shakes, the sky quakes, the forests are ablaze, darkness falls and chaos spreads. Betrayal fills the days. May disaster turn away from us. Send your earthquakes to our neighbors. May death and destruction pass us by. Let fire and flood fill another's chamber. Storm strikes from distant clouds. Infernous rage, death amasses, blackness looms, discord ahead. Betrayal like a sword blade flashes, when open wide the gates of oblivion. May disaster turn away from us. Serious earthquakes to our neighbors, may death and destruction pass us by. Let fire and flood fill another's chambers. Lord of destruction, prince of disaster, give our people their space, God of bloodshed, king of betrayal. Go visit your troubles some other place. May disaster turn away from us. Send your earthquakes to our neighbors. May death and destruction pass us by. Let us fire and flood fill another's chamber.
By all the stars! Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look.
Pirates of Topalpe by Tarniel Leviticus, Chief Counselor. Of all the troubles I found waiting for me after I retired from Cradle to Leavine some months ago, piracy has emerged as perhaps the most maddening and persistent. Pirates have plagued the Lower Nipen and Topalpe since the days of Red Brahman many centuries ago, of course. But the collapse of imperial authority has given rise to swarming fleets of sea rivers and blood-handed corsairs, imprudently hunting in waters the Empire once kept safe. If trade is the lifeblood of the Empire, then the pirates of Topalpe are vampires of the worst sort, reckless and insatiable friends who care not when they destroy the very thing they feed upon. Not even Levin's store ramparts can check the bodies of the Topal pirates. Some of these villains disguise themselves as common merchants or bribers official to pass beneath our city bridge. Pirates from the southern sea have been known to raid homesteads and capture bards as far north as Bravil and the Corporal River. If I accomplish nothing else as a member of Leoline's Chamber of Legates, I am determined to put a stop to this present running of our river, if I can only find the gold or blades to see it done. The following pirates have made themselves the particular enemies of Blackwood with their fountain axe. Astra, sometimes known as Assasser Threeclaw, is an old guide who names herself Mother of Pirates. She seems to have spies everywhere along the Bellining coast and controls gangs from Rimmen down the ruins of Sendshall. Her pirates crew a dozen small coasters and excel at passing themselves off as harmless merchantmen until they came alongside. Not a month ago, Azardra and her gang stole merchant ships, tied up on Leolin-buried ramparts. Voldar, the terror of Topalpe, is responsible for the plunder of several ships in the waters to the west of Topal Island. He has famously boasted of his intention to raid Leavine itself someday, but he has not been seen in some time. He may have left our waters to gather the fleet he needs for such a bold attack. The name of Captain of Blue Wamasu is unknown, but is reputed to be a Draconian behemoth of unusual intelligence. Blue Wamasu is a large, well-armed Kalen festooned with the skeletal remains of her previous victims and equipped with a heavy ballista firing grapnels to snag her prey. Blue Wasamu's captain is especially bloodthirsty and leaves no survivors when he strikes. The pirate's galleon is often found in the waters near Topal Island. Finally, Lord Yardiga, self-named sea witch with unusual power of the sea and wind, leads pirate flotilla that hides somewhere in the channels of Onkoproba River, many mouths on the west coast of Black Mars. Count Krida commands there of 4 fast galleons and prefers to catch her prey on the open sea. Running Dawn, fat merchantmen like a pack of northern wolves. Georgia has made the water east of Tideholm so dangerous that most merchant captains entering Topalpe choose the narrow passage west of the island, hoping to avoid her attention. There are half-dozen more captains I could list, but these 4 are sufficient to bring me to the edge of despair. During the many years of my service of Imperial Elder Council, I read report after report from Imperial officials in Blackwood about the piracy problem of Topalpe. Time and again Living begged the White Gold Tower for funds or warships to deal with these violent criminals, and yet never could we find the resource. Now, as a head of leveled chamber of leakage, I find myself in the position of facing same problem I ignored before, and there is no help to be had. It seems that the fate has sense of irony. Rumors of spirals gained by derivatives and necrosmite. The Mehpala spinner, teacher of secret arts, queen of 8 shadows of murder. Though others may reign over us, deep in the night we still hear your whisper, and we do not forget. In oblivion you keep your secret and secrets of all those entangled in your webs of subterfuge and semblance. The spiral scan is your realm, and like Nim, in the center is tower the pillar palace of Mephala, whose true name is too awful to be uttered. Spun round this pillar like spokes are the 8 strands of the skein, each its own space, and each space is seen. First is cavern of pinch and pedestal, each is a lie, for they pretend to hold up the sky, and sky is greatest lie of all. Second are members of envy, for compared to the cavern above they are campered and confined, and therefore they hate the cavern. Third are grottos are luring and seductive, for their walls and ceilings glow like million stars that sing a song of love, but the glowing lights are maggots, and the song they sing is decay. Fourth are tunnels of fear, toward they are eternally dark, and where there is darkness there is dread. Fifth are halls where the fear is foul, and foul is fair, and every belief is betrayal. Sixth is the arena of murder, for every shall betrayal be followed by murder. Seventh are the arcades of avarice and appetite, for contained therein are all things mortal would kill or die for. Eighth is the flaming skein or fury, for as it comes to all mortals, therefore all treasures are lies. This is spiral, and the tower is 1. The strands are 8. The lessons are forever. There are many books. Okay, now we found one of those skill books. Rislav the Righteous 1, Rislav the Righteous Part 1. Like all true heroes, Rislav Larry had its auspicious beginning. We are told by chronicles that the springtime night in the 448 year of the first era on which he was born was unseasonably cold, and that his mother Queen Leonarda died very shortly after setting eyes upon her son. If he were much beloved of his father King Maurus of Kinkrad, who already had plenty of heirs, 3 sons and 4 daughters before him, the chronicles make no mention of it. His existence was so very undistinct that we hear virtually nothing of him for the first 20 years of his life. His schooling, we can suppose, was similar to that of Eddie, Spear Prince in the colonial West, with a few tutors to teach him the ways of hunting and battle, etiquette, religious instruction, and even E6 statecraft were seldom a part of the training of Prince of Highlands, as it was in the more civilized valley of Nippenau. There is brief reference to him together with his family as part of roles of honor during the coronation of Emperor Croesus XXIII on Sunday 461. The ceremony, of course, held during the time of Alessia doctrines of Marduk, and so was without entertainment, but the 3-year-old Rislav was still witness to some of the greatest figures of legend. The beast of Annikina Darlok represented his kingdom, giving honor to the empire. The chieftain of Skyrim, Georg the White, and his son Håk were in attendance, and despite the empire's intolerance of all elves, Ximir, Indoril, Nerevar, and Drumver Dumak Darf King were evidently there as well, diplomatically representing Resedane, or in relative peace. Also mentioned on the rolls was a young vet in service to the imperial court of Hyrok, who was to have great history with Risley, Ryan Direnni. Whether the 2 young men of about same age met and conversed is entirely the stuff historian fancy. Ryan is spoken of praising word as powerful landowner, eventually buying the island of Palfiera in the Iliac Bay and Caradil conquering all of Hyrok and large part of Hammerl and Skyrim. But Rislav is not heard of again in history books for another 17 years. We can only offer supposition based on the facts that follow. Children of kings are, of course, married to the children of other kings to blind alliance. 3 kingdoms of Skringrad and Quad skirmished over common territory throughout the 5th century until they reached peace in the year 472. The details of this accord are not recorded, but since we know that Prince Reslav was in the court of Quad 6 years later as a husband to Pilene, the daughter of King Justinus, it is fair to make an educated guess that they were married then to make peace. This brings us to the year 478, when Great Plague swept through all Caradil and seemed particularly concentrated in independent colonial West. Among the victims were Maurus and the rest of entire royal family in Skingrad, Rislav's only surviving elder brother. Doral survived, being in the imperial city as priest of Marduk. He returned to his homeland to assume the throne. Of Doral we have some history. The king's second son was slightly simple-minded and evidently very pious. All the chronicles spoke of his sweetness and decency, how he saw a vision in his early years that brought him with his father's blessing from Skingrad to the imperial city and the priesthood. The priesthood of Marduk, of course, saw no difference between spiritual and political matters. It was the religion of Alessian Empire, and it taught that to resist the emperor was to resist the gods. Given that, It is scarcely a surprise what Dodal did when he became king of independent kingdom of Skingrad. His first edict on his very first day was to cede the kingdom to the Empire. The reaction throughout the colony estate was shock and outrage, nowhere more so than in the court of Watts. Rissel of Larry, we are told, rode forth to his brother's kingdom together with his wife and 2 dozens of his father-in-law cavalry. It was surely not an impressive army, no matter how the chronicles embellish, but they had decency, and we saw a vision in his early years that brought him, with his father's blessing, from Skingrad to the Imperial City and the priesthood. The priesthood of Maruk, of course. Little Templar defeating all the guards Dorad sent to stop them. In truth, there was no actual battling, for the soldiers of Skingrad resented the new king's decision to give up the autonomy. The brothers faced one another in the castle courtyard where they had grown up. In typical Colovian fashion, there was no trial, no accusation of treason, no jury, no judge, only an executioner. The one brother of mine, Crystal Harishay, and struck Rodal's head from his shoulders in one blow. He was crowned king of Skingrad, still holding the same bloody axe in arms. So from egg to adolescence. Okay, now I just go silently from page to page. Okay, there seems to be 2 choices.
This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first?
Okay, there seems to be different places to teleport.
Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why. Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery. Perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself chose you. The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you. So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift. What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every bit of this place searched and studied. Since I did the discovering, I'll probably end up leading the effort. Adventure abroad sounds all well and good, but my place is here. Well, fate's sort of a clumsy way to put it. No offense. Honestly, we may never know why you were chosen. But I believe there was intention here. Something, whether it be the stars, the gallery, or the tower itself, placed you here for a reason. Perhaps it followed you to prevent you from reaching your, well, destiny sounds a bit too grandiose. Let's just say to stop you from reaching your potential. Then again, maybe the power of this place brought you here to stop Shaizel. Probably not, but what's a life without unanswered questions, right? Boring, if you ask me. Ha! An elf can hope. Answering that question will probably keep me occupied for the next 100 years. Is the helix connected to the Adamantine Tower? How does it perceive distant corners of Tamriel? I may never understand it, but I'll do my best.
Well, 100 years to study.
What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every bit of this place searched and studied. Since I did the discovering, I'll probably end up leading the effort. Adventure abroad sounds all well and good, but my place is here. It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you? Excellent. You can visit Stros Mackay and Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Kanathi's Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on, or the Ebonheart Pack's domain.
Forgotten Evidence Strong Box. This box supposedly belongs to you through your memory of its forcing. Nonetheless, its contents will help you get back on your feet. Okay, we have Soul Gem here. You need to destroy something. Now we have two bases.
So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift.
Okay, it's time to... Okay, this is Blackwood. What about this? Martis Roost. There is Mackay. Bleak Rock locked. Also locked. So these seems to be choices. Black food. I think I'll go Blackwood.
Seems this portal leads to Blackwood, on the southern border of Cyrodiil. I read an intelligence report about a series of high-profile murders with links to the region. Dangerous mischief, too. A warrior like you could do some real good there.
I knew I felt something strange, like glass shattering in the distance.
Murdered, and so close to the city gates.
Keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic?
Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood.
Too many times dry-skins have come to our swamps in an attempt to claim them. These Imperials seemed no different.
I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. It was brief and powerful. Over in a moment. But the figure felt evil.
Now, who are these cultists? And how well do you trust your masters in Leowen?
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
I think this might be a good stopping point. We kind of passed tutorial quest and are ready to further advance later and explore. Blackwood. So there is a lot of things to explore in Blackwood. I want to thank for watching.